Happy holidays, everyone. To my fellowship of supporters, I was recently informed that my channel was no longer able to earn in any way due to harmful content. Now, pipe smoking channels are already largely demonetized from any sort of ad revenue just because of the subject matter, but channels have been able to receive super chats, super thanks, memberships, things of that nature. However, I was told that I was completely demonetized and would not be able to receive any of that either. So I don't know why I was singled out. YouTube is very vague about why that decision was made. I did appeal and I lost that appeal. So if any of you have any information as to which of my videos might have caused that to happen, please let me know. But just so you know, you can no longer contribute to the channel via the YouTube platform at all. So if you would like to continue to do so, to be a part of the upcoming year's Fellowship of Supporters, starting today, you can contribute via a website in the description below. We have vetted this. It is an excellent site. It works perfectly. It goes into an area where I can access it. So we're just going to have to pivot here, do things a little differently. But that out of the way, we're about to go open a very old tin of McClellan Christmas cheer and have a long smoke with me session. So let's get started. Welcome back, Pipers. Hobbiton Piper Kevin here, coming to you from the Arkansas River Valley in America, where it is an oddly sunny, warm day in December. It's about to get a lot colder. We've already had some freezing weather, but today is quite warm, so it's a perfect day to share a smoke together. Recently, this week, as I'm recording this, Sutliff Kringle Flake was released for 2024. That's an annual release that's been around since 2019. So that's its sixth release, I think. 19, 20, 22, 3. Yeah, its sixth release. And I don't have the 2019 tin to show you, but it was a straight Virginia, if I recall. And if you have any of those to trade, by the way, send me an email and I'll make a good trade to you for a couple of tins of that, because That's the one I do not have, but I do have 2020. And in 2020, it was a blackened red Virginia flake with 17-year-old perique. And by the way, you don't have to wait on me to light up your pipe. You go ahead and get started. I'm going to talk about a few things here before I get started myself. And then we have the 2021 Kringle flake was black and red Virginia flake with 18-year-old perique. And then in 2022, we had stoved red Virginia flake with 19-year-old perique. And then in 2023, they changed the tin art, and it's really nice. Holiday Edition 2023 with Santa Claus on it. And it says Red Virginia 2003 St. James Perique Stoved Caterini. And then this year, it's back to a Red Virginia, a straight Virginia. And it has another Santa Claus label. I believe, though, that that's sold out really quickly. I doubt it's still available. But hopefully it'll be good this year. Sounds good. So looking forward to that. I think today, for our Smoke With Me session, I'm going to smoke my Savinelli 2022 St. Nicholas 626. Savinelli St. Nicholas 626, made in Italy. And I really liked this particular release. Every year, Savinelli will release Christmas pipes, and they'll all be a little different color scheme. Sometimes it'll be more blue or more gold, or in this case, I really liked the classic red and green with some silver touches of this particular release in 2022. So I'll be smoking that. It's fun to have pipes dedicated to certain holidays. So that's what this is. And I think what I'm going to do, before I open this very old McClellan Christmas cheer, which, by the way, Scott, thank you so much for sending this to me. I was almost completely out of Christmas cheer because this is all I had left. And this is, if I really stretch this out, a few bowls left of 2013 Christmas cheer. Now, these particular squat-sized ball jars, my understanding, they've been discontinued, but I have been informed by a couple of you that there are some off-brands that are offering these in this size, not ball mason jars, but in fact, this is one of those. This one says home on it, but they're still compatible with the ball lids. This is an actual authentic ball mason jar. But there are some off-brands now that you can find on Amazon sometimes. Many of you have asked me about that. But I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave this 2013 in its own jar, because every year of Christmas cheer was a little different. And I'm sure this particular tin will be no exception. So I've got a fresh jar I'm going to go ahead and move it into, because I want to keep its moisture level as intact as possible right after opening it, because this is a very old tin, just something I want to do. It's what I want to try anyway. And so I'll show you what I do for these labels. Now, I have an entire video on how to make these custom labels for these jars, but in that video I'll teach you how to actually find the images and actually go into a certain application and create the perfect size, and everything is detailed there, but it eventually ends up being printed, and you can cut this out and then glue it onto that jar lid. So I'm gonna just take my time and do one of these right now while we're relaxing together. And again, you can buy, you know, stickers that you can print directly onto stickers so that you don't have to glue it on. But the reason I do not do that is because I sometimes finish what's in one of these little jars, and then I'll want to repurpose that jar for something else. And by using this little Elmer's glue stick, I can just peel this label off really easily and glue on a different one. So I'm going to finish cutting this out, and then I'll be right back to you. Okay, so here it is. I have this cut out, and I'm just going to take this little Elmer's glue stick here, little purple glue stick that you might see a kindergartner use, and I'm just going to put the glue right on there. And we're about to have a custom labeled ball jar that's going to look really cool. Just like that. And we are about to fill this with some of the best leaf that was ever produced by the McClellan Tobacco Company. Look at that beautiful label. Christmas Cheer, limited edition. Can you see that here in the bright sunlight? McClellan's Christmas Cheer, 1998. Wow. Hand-blended, premium pressed Virginia flake tobaccos, a fine, vintage, naturally sweet, in limited quantity. And when Scott sent this to me, he said, I only ask that you send me back a sample so I can try it. I believe he's tried Christmas Cheer before, but I don't think he's had any from this year. 1998. Where were you in 1998? I remember where I was. I was here in this town. So cool. Yes, McClellan's Virginias are my absolute favorites, and it's not available anymore. So you either have to know someone that has some, or you have to pay some pretty high prices to get it now. But what a wonderful treat. Oh, this is going to be great. 1998. How old does that make this? 26 years old? Is that right? 18. Yeah. 26 years old. Doesn't seem like it's been that long since the late 90s, does it? All right. You want to open this? Let's do it. Are you guys lit up? You need to tell me what you're smoking it in. I'd like to know. And if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. We have lots of relaxing videos like this for you to enjoy while you're smoking your pipe. Because I'd like to reach as many pipers as possible, just so I can encourage you and help you. Because if I can't do that, then why am I doing this? I'd like to help you along in your journey. So here we go. Look at this little guy. the very finest in tobaccos of a particular vintage, not worrying about maintaining the flavor and appearance of this product into future years, but actually striving instead to present the unique character of a single crop and area. That's what Christmas cheer is all about. Happy sampling. Not worrying about maintaining the flavor and appearance of this product into future years. Well, it's future years. It's not 1998 anymore. Let's see what happens. We got a little bulge here, which is often the case for vintage tins, if this is even considered vintage. It's getting pretty old. Let's see if we can get a sound here. See if there's any sound when we crack this. Isn't it crazy to think about that someday there won't be any of these left because they'll all have been cracked open? We're about to crack one open right now. There's gonna be one less sealed tin of this in the world. Here we go. Oh! That was awesome. That was awesome. That's 26 years of being sealed up right there. Oh my God. That is the perfect smell of fermentation. Absolute perfection. This is what you dream about when you crack open a tin like this of Virginia Flake. You want that fermented smell. It's so sweet, and so it's just the fermentation is just the perfect word for this, because some people will say they kind of have that a vinegary ketchupy type of aroma, but it's really just fermentation. Oh man, golly, that is awesome. Let me pull some of this out. You know what I'm gonna do? I don't want to drop a single morsel of this. I've got one of these little I'm gonna make sure I don't drop any of it. It's all gonna go right in here. I'm gonna set this right here as I show this to you. Golly. Sparkling. Let me see if I can show you this. Sparkling. How fun is that? So great. So great. It's still got some moisture content here. It's just perfectly preserved. Scott, I don't know if you originally purchased this or if you got this in a trade, but whoever you got it from, they knew what they were doing, because it is just in perfect condition. Fantastic, fantastic. Fantastic. Are you guys all prepared for Christmas? Do you have all your Christmas shopping done? Because I do not. I need to get some more done. We've got a lot of it done. Oh man, look at this flake. So great. show you what I got so far. Quite a bit of loose leaf here at the bottom. That would be great for just a kind of a rub out pack. And so I think I'm going to do that and get these big leaves into my jar. I'm just using the lid here and putting some of the small little bits in here, and we'll load our pipe with that. Yeah, this will be perfect for that. Plenty here for that. Everybody does things differently. I'm sure there's some of you out there thinking, what in the world is this guy doing? We all have our own rituals, our own way to enjoy things. Sometimes there are wrong answers, but most of the time, it's just your preference when it comes to a lot of this. Do what works for you, what you enjoy. If you're not enjoying it, then why are you doing it? And now we have a beautiful, sealed, preserved jar of 1998 Christmas cheer. And look, still got all this, and I can enjoy today. I may not smoke all that today, we'll see. And I think we'll be able just to load and go here. I'm just gonna go ahead and gravity fill with some of this smaller leaf. And then I'm gonna purposely grab a few of these larger chunks, kind of put them in the middle, like that. And then I'm gonna top it off with some of the looser, smaller bits. And there you go. I'm gonna try to get the rest of it in this jar. I may split it up later. Oh, so great. Golly, it's so great. There are a few things in life that make me happier than McClellan Virginias. That probably makes me shallow, doesn't it? But it's just true. It's just true. I don't want the wind to blow any of this away. It's not too windy though. Boom! Pow! This is what's up. Okay. Food grade liner. Perfect. Okay. I may have to keep that tin just to have sitting around, so I don't have another one. It's the only tin of now empty Christmas cheer that I have. So that may have to sit somewhere in my office and look pretty. Oh, another thing I do. Forgot to put this little guy back in. To say something on the end. Oh my. We got more. We got more info. McClellan's Christmas Cheer, 1998. We are proud to offer our 1998 Christmas Cheer, an exceptionally fine vintage tobacco, hand blended and aged in pressed cakes to develop natural mellowness. This 1998 blend is made with a special selection of the beautiful, ripe, dappled leaves of Virginia's Old Belt 1995 crop. Each buying season, we look for tobaccos of exceptional quality and distinctive character. In various combinations, their flavors, aromas, and textures contribute to the overall excellence of our entire product line. The leaves of different crops and regions are combined to maintain consistency from year to year. We have decided to treat our discriminating customers to the singular pleasure of a tasting of, and then what I already read you. It wraps around to the back. The very finest in tobaccos, and I read you the rest of it. Very cool. dropping that in the tin. Okay, so one other thing I do is I will, just got a little sticker here that I'm going to write 1998 on. And then I'm going to take that and I'm going to stick it on the bottom of this jar so I don't forget. In case I don't smoke all this very quickly, I'll forget. Now I won't. But this is 1998. You could also just write it on this if you wanted to, but it's just a habit I got into doing long ago. Okay. Well, is your pipe empty yet? Just now getting around to trying to light up. Let's talk about lighters for a second. In the wind, I will still sometimes use a Zippo because it takes a really strong wind to blow that out, and it's windy today. The problem with the Zippo fuel, the lighter fuel, is you can smell it. I can smell it right now. And you can taste that and smell that for a little bit if you light your pipe with it. Now, oftentimes that will dissipate pretty quickly, and most people don't smell it or taste it or are even bothered by it. But if you are highly sensitive and or a purist, you may not want to use lighter fluid. You may want to use butane. But you can get little butane inserts for your Zippos, like this one. I think this is an off-brand called Z-Pipe, but you can also get them in an official Zippo brand, I believe now. And it's still pretty good in the wind. And you just, oh, there's a little bee that landed on my tin over here. You can light like that. But that's blowing out pretty quick too. You can shield it though. Now what I've been using most recently, and this is a treat, a little expensive, but it's been worth every penny so far. I Am Corona Old Boy. This is the, I think it's called Chrome Pinstripe or something. But this is excellent. Not super great in the wind. See, it blew out immediately. But man, if you're in still conditions, just a beautiful, gorgeous lighter. Absolutely phenomenal. Love that lighter. All right, I'm gonna fight against this wind here, see if I can get this lit. Decent false light there. Decent. I'll probably have to edit this down. I'm really taking my time today, aren't I? Just in one of those moods. In one of those moods where I'm just moving slow. But I like it. It feels nice to move slow for, it's been such a busy holiday season so far, and this is incredible. Just be able to come out here and share a bowl with you guys it's exactly what I needed today. Exactly what I needed. A lot going on right now. Oh my gosh. Such a beautiful natural sweetness. The fermentation tang is there. That unsweet tea note in the background. Fantastic. Just fantastic. Don't make them like this anymore. But there are some great blends out there, so don't be discouraged. This is just a special treat for Christmas time. I always try to fill these videos with encouragement, positivity, but many of you would be interested to know that my mother did pass away recently, and that's been hard on me. But I was prepared for it, and it's just been difficult. But my mother was a force of nature, and she is greatly missed. And it's hard the first Christmas season you have without your mother. It has been for me anyway. But I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful that I miss her, and that I had a great mother, and that she had such a big influence on my life. And I've told you before, one of her favorite sayings was, in this world where you can be anything, be kind. And I hope I can pass that along to you. It's difficult in this world today to be kind. And sometimes you need to be stern, or you need to be firm or hard. And, you know, there's a place for that too, but there is certainly more room in this world for kindness. So when things get me down, or, you know, things don't go my way, I try to approach the situation with kindness. So I encourage you to do the same. But today's a happy day because I'm out here, beautiful weather, out by the Arkansas River, thankful for my home, thankful for my friends, so thankful for my family, and thankful for all you guys for being here and enjoying these videos and being so encouraging and sharing this bowl with me today. So thank you so much. When I feel like talking about it more, I'll have to do a video in memory of my mother. Maybe a special review or something. I'll still make it pipe related, but I did that for my father, if you'll remember. For my dad, it was the review of Peter Heinrich's So you'll see that. You'll see that in the Pipe Blend Review playlist. I've got it lit now. But yeah, my mother left me a couple of things that are really special. She left me her grandfather clock, which she had purchased in memory of her father, who passed away in 2004. So it's 20 years old, and she left that to me. So I have that here safely, works perfectly. It's so neat to have a piece like that where there's no batteries, there's no electricity, it's all 100% mechanical and just gorgeous. I'll have to show you guys that at some point. And then she also had a very unique little Christmas tree that she would set up in her kitchen that had like little gingerbread men all over it, and gingerbread women, men and women, and you know, just that sort of kitchen looking gingerbread theme. And so she left that to me too, to set up for the family here. And I did that. I'll show you that at the beginning of this video. I'll make sure that's at the start so you can see that. This is wonderful. This is exactly what I needed today. So thankful that I'm able to enjoy this. I will enjoy this tin immensely, and be thinking about all you guys as I enjoy that. We've made a lot of great memories together, haven't we, over the years? And I hope we can continue to do that over time. Appreciate all of your comments, appreciate all of your interactions. I'll help you however I can as I have time to respond to you. So thank you for those interactions. I really do enjoy it. And I hope you are able to get outside, enjoy some of the winter weather wherever you're at. I know for some of you, you already have snow and it's already super cold, but even in those, I like being in an area where we get the change of seasons. I like to experience a true fall leading to winter, leading into spring before summer. That's just, I enjoy living in an area where I get to experience all of the 4 seasons. And each season brings its own joy, doesn't it? Things to look at and appreciate. So get out there, enjoy the changing seasons, get out there and enjoy some good food, get out there and enjoy some good drink, which, by the way, I just opened up the first bottle of Pennsylvania Dutch eggnog just a few days ago. That's a fun video to go look up. I actually, a few years ago, did a review of Pennsylvania Dutch versus Evan Williams eggnog. That's a fun one. You should look that one up if you haven't seen that one. That's a good one to listen to for Christmas time. I'm gonna sit back and relax, enjoy the rest of this in silence, meditate, contemplate, think about the end of 2024 and the best way to put that year behind me and to look forward to a bright future ahead. So I encourage you to do the same. Till we talk again, go enjoy that good food, good drink, and a good pipe.